areas, just maintain this zone. So we're going. So hello guys, J Visuals here. On today's video, I'll be showing you how to get rid of the stretch mark with frequency separation. That's the easiest way you can use to get rid of this. Though you have other ways, but with the frequency separation logic, you can use to get rid of this stretch mark. I'll be making a simple frequency separation for you. So what you're going to do right now is you hold on to your control or command on MacBook, then J, then control or command again. So you have to make it. So this one, this for the texture layer and this for the color layer. This for the color layer rather. So you're going to rename it. The reason why I said you have to rename this thing, because you have to know how to indicate where you're going to. Like if you want to click on this, you really notice these textures, then you notice the color yourself. So you rename this to I, then frequency separation layer, or F L. You just say I, then you have to know that this is the I, then this is the low, then frequency layer, that's FL. So hide this layer, this yeah, we are going back to this later, but let's make use of this first. So you go to Gaussian blur, yeah, Gaussian blur, then you reduce the back. We are separating the color from the textures. So the Gaussian blur, we have to increase the radius, so you have to know, because let me say the secret about this Gaussian blur. Though you surely see in other tutorials, you see 5.0 as the radius. That is what you don't know. It's the guide. Let me tell you the secret about this Gaussian blur. The more you increase the Gaussian blur, the more the textures and the smoother the thing is. So I'll be talking about this thing on the next tutorial. So I will explain everything about this Gaussian blur in frequency separation. So I'll be using 5. So for me to get rid of the details, that's why I'm going to use 5, because the lower the radius, the smoother the image, the smoother the surface or the skin of the image will be, but it won't bring out much details, sharper details in the image. So that's what you don't know about these things. Though for a beginner, you can use this 5.0 or 6.0 as the starting point if you want your frequency separation. Though I will explain much better for you. Let's just go into frequency separation and I'll show you how to make use of this. So press OK for this. So you're going to show how to click on the layer on hide, then go to image, then go to apply image. Yeah, oh sorry about this normal mode. But first you have to match this to the low frequency layer, that is the color. These are the textures we are going for now. These are the textures for the then the lower frequency layer is the color, the one you are going to work on. You're going to mix with the skin. These are the transition to blend the skin color when we start the frequency separation, but these are the process. I want to show you the process and how you can do it. So you leave the opacity 100, this channel RGB, then the layer, this is where you match the layer to the low frequency separation. Then this mode, blending mode, will be subtract. You are subtracting the textures from the color. So you click, yeah, assuming this image is the 8-bit image, though 70% of all image we all use for editing is 8-bit. The remaining, let's just say 30, let's just say 80% is 8-bit, then the remaining 20% is 16-bit. We don't really see 16-bit, but if it's 16-bit on your image, you go to add, then you press OK. So you're just going to subtract. So this is what we're going to. So okay, you say the frequency, this is the name, this tutorial, this is the name of the image, then the low frequency layer, this is the color, then the RGB, that's the channel. So the blending will be subtract, then the opacity, then the scale will be 2, then the offset will be 128. So okay, now we are going to put it in the blending mode of here we're going to put it on linear lights for you to show back the real image, the original image after this. So we press, so now you press Ctrl or Command on Mac, then I click on the layer, then you press Ctrl G to group them, then name it frequency separation. So I'll name it FS. So show it out. This is the color and this is the texture. So let's get started. This is what you're working on. We're working on the color. So you're making use of a mixer brush. So about that, you're making use of a mixer brush. Yeah. So although you might see your mixer brush anywhere, but and you might see it in this area on your Photoshop doors. So these are my brush settings: the white 20, the low 25, and the mix 25, then the flow 22. There are different brush settings. That is what you don't know. This is just a perfect brush set for mine, and it depends on the images. I don't have a constant brush settings, because reason what you don't know about brush settings now, the more you increase your radius, the more you have to increase your brush settings. So the way, don't worry about that, you will understand. I'll make a tutorial on how brush settings you can use, because every YouTube tutorial is just a guide for you. Everyone have different brush settings. You might see other people on their own brush settings that makes it a perfect one for them, that makes it unique for their images. And the way you might say 10, you might see 20 here, then you might see 96, and the flow 100. You might see different one. You might see 30, 30, 30, 30. You might see 50. You might see different brush settings depending on the images. That's it. You have to try to be on to be outstanding and unique on your brush settings. This is what you don't know. Brush settings is just in mixer brush, it's just for you to mix the color with the textures. So let's just get to today's tutorial. So just to show you a quick review on this and not waste our time. So yeah, to increase your brush, you can increase it out with the space, the brackets, then with this. So you understand, and you may do it manually. So note, make sure this is in a clean brush, not in load brush, and make sure this is in this option and customized. So leave it in these options, and your brush setting with your width, your load, your mix, at these settings is for this image. So we're going to make use of this layer, and now we are going to make sure this is in the low frequency layer, that is the color. So we are going to, this is what we want to do with the mixer brush. We want to blend the skin tone with the skin tone in the this low frequency layer. Now we are applying and we are mixing with the mixer brush. So zoom in a little bit so you can see what you're doing. So now mixer brush, Yeah, so I guess you see, now you can see that it's cleaning up, it's wiping off the stretches, the stretch mark. So what you have to do is just like, what you have to do is just to maintain the highlight side, the highlight area, the zone and the shadow area, because you surely see the dark side. Maintain that side, do not drag it out, or do not drag the shadow out to the highlight, do not drag the highlight out also too much. So you just have to maintain the zone and maintain the areas you're using. So if you're doing this, make sure you have this area, then you mix. I guess you can see different in it. So this area also, you mix this area, you mix, so you can make it so that the image will be okay. Then you, I guess you can say this, getting rid of this with just the frequency separation and maintaining the details of the areas. So I guess you are saying, let me quickly show you the before so you can know. I guess you can see the before, now you can see the after. Now it's more smoother and give it nice details on the on the bum rather of the image. So I guess you can see the difference. So before, see the stretch mark, then after. So continue. Let me reduce the so mixing, continue mixing, maintain the area. If you are a beginner and trying to make use of this thing, it's not much. You just color like this. You may trace like this, then make sure you are not above the highlight side and the shadows and the areas. Just maintain this zone. So you're going, so try and make it firm, zoom a little bit so you can see where you're doing. There's me going to the end also, but you have to make the ball first. Let's get rid of the stretch mark, so later you will come back for the end. So increase, so maintain the areas, so this also, maintain the areas. So I'll meet you guys in a jiffy. Yeah, we are back. I guess you can see how smoother the skin textures is and the way it was maintained. The lights is okay, then you see the shadows and you see the areas how it was maintained. So let me just show you before. This is the before. I guess as you can see, you can see the stretch mark here and everything. See the light, this thing, the ant, and check the after. Now you can see everything are gone, and you can see they are now done. So as you can see, let me zoom it well so you can see the skin textures, and so you can see what I'm talking about. Let me show you before. As you can see, and check here, then after. You can see how smooth it is, although you're going to see something in there. So let me take it back. So the next thing we are doing now is to make the skin more smoother, and those thicker shadows right here is to smooth them out. So just watch. So we go to lasso 2, then let's change the feather. Lasso 2 right here, let me show you. Lasso 2. So change the feather to, let's say 20 or 22. So enter, then let's start from somewhere. Zoom in firmly, lower. So make a smooth area safe. So we go to Gaussian blur, then let me choose 40 for the side. I guess as you can see what I'm talking about. Let me prove it. So no, let me choose I'll choose 35 for it. The reason why I said that because I don't want everything just to not to show the texture anymore. So select and look for, yeah, let's choose this side. So let me put it in minus so it won't reach the end. So the same, let me check how smooth is this. So let me choose 40 for this. Let's select and choose this area. So yes, let me choose this let me choose, no, sorry, let me use this so you can understand what I'm talking about, because if you're fading it off, this thing might come to the skin also, so we have to just erase some parts in that area. So Gaussian blur, the same, yeah, let me use 40 for it, then deselect. Let me try and use this, the same thing as 40, and select. Let's find that area, so choose this, so being drawn, and go to Gaussian blur, then 40 is some kind of okay. You can see how smooth it is before after. Yeah, I guess 40 is okay for this area. So just select, then you choose under area on the body. So you continue escalation block, the 40 is to the same radius. So let me choose this area. So let me add this plus sign. The plus sign is add, to add the selected parts, to add more selected part. Okay, so let's choose it. The same, this is the same thing, just the continuation of 40. I guess you understand. The same radius I'm still using, so the select, let's choose another area. So we are done with it. So let's check on the one we retouch or smooth. So before, as you can see, then after, as you can see how smooth it is right now. This is the before, the one we retouched. As you can see, it's not that smooth, and you see in this place is more darker, more lighter, and some parts are very dark in the areas. So after we smooth it, so this is the result. So let's bring it after. So I guess you can see how smooth it is. So on my next video we'll be talking about this one. So let me zoom out very clearly so you can see what I'm talking about. You can see the how smooth it is and everything. So if you want to know how to color grade or how make this thing, how I color grade, how make a dodge and burn layer and everything, check my channel. Then you see my tutorials in 8. So let me show you the full before and after of the frequency separation process. So this before, as you can see, how the stretch mark, I will get rid of the stretch mark. So after, as you can see. So if you want more tutorials on you can check my channel. So I'll be bringing more updates on Photoshop, about photography or anything retouching, so you can understand. Don't worry, I'll make a quick review, full review on some tutorials, so I'll give you some ideas about them. So thank you very much guys. Please thumbs up, like, comment, subscribe and share. So comment below on this video so I can know what you think and what tutorial I should bring out on my next video. So you guys just bring more update what you need to learn on photography, so on frequency separation or anything based on photography. So I'll bring out the video out on my next video. I'll show you guys the tutorials. So, and please guys, we also have a group on Facebook now. You can join the group. Description down below, the link for you to join the group. And please guys, follow my page on Instagram. Please grow my followers on Instagram. I'm on TikTok, and I'm on Facebook. Please, I'm on Instagram at Jay's Visuals. So on Facebook, Jay's World. These as you can see on the screen. Then on TikTok, Jay Visuals. Thank you very much guys. I'll see you in the next video.